If you are using one platform to hold your cash, run your portfolio, and act as your safety net at the same time, you do not have a system. You have a single point of failure with a friendly logo on it. In the next 5 minutes, I want to show you how 3 platforms, used together on purpose, solve a problem that no single one of them can solve alone. Most retail finance content sells you on the single best platform, best high-yield savings, best robo-advisor, best treasury platform. The problem with that framing is that a platform is a tool, not a system. A tool can break, change its terms, pause a product, or quietly underperform. And if your entire layout depends on that one tool, you have to make a fast decision under pressure, which is exactly when people make the worst money decisions of their lives. The fix is not to find a better single platform. The fix is to stop relying on any single one. At Obsidian Metrics, we categorize every platform by the function it plays, not by its brand. A platform is either a redundancy anchor, a yield venue, an allocation engine, or a growth layer. The Redundancy Ladder System uses 3 of those slots: anchor, core allocation engine, and secondary allocation engine, and pairs them so that no single platform is doing more than one job. That separation is the entire point. When each platform has one narrow role, you can replace any one of them without rebuilding the whole layout. The redundancy anchor in this system is treasurydirect. It is the federal government's direct retail portal for treasury securities. It is not a fintech, it is not a brokerage, and it does not depend on a private balance sheet. That is the whole job. It is the layer of the system that does not share counterparty risk with the rest of your stack. The core allocation engine is Betterment. A robo-advisor's job in this system is narrow. It is not a yield product, it is not a cash account. It is a rules-based way to keep money deployed without you having to make a manual buy or sell decision every week. Betterment plays that role as the primary engine. The secondary allocation engine is wealthfront. The point of running a second allocation engine is not to chase a higher return. The point is operational redundancy. If one of the 2 private platforms changes terms, pauses a feature, or has an outage during a moment you actually need to move, the other one is still running. 2 independent implementation paths, same framework slot. Now, the exact allocation logic between the 2 engines, the rebalance cadence, the order money flows through the 3 platforms, and the specific risks of pairing 2 robo-advisors are all covered in the full breakdown inside the Skool community. I do not want to oversimplify it here on YouTube. A lot of people stop at 2 platforms and call it diversified. The problem with 2 is that one of them is almost always doing 2 jobs at once. Either the anchor is also being used as an allocation engine, or the allocation engine is also being used as the cash reserve. 3 is the smallest number where each platform can play exactly one role. That is the difference between a stack and a system. A stack is a list. A system is a list with rules about which platform owns which function. A few things I have to say clearly. We are not financial advisors. Nothing in this video is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any specific platform or asset. Rates, fees, and product terms change weekly. Verify the current state of any platform on its official site before deploying capital. Educational only, not financial advice. Results not guaranteed. So that is the redundancy ladder system at the framework level. 1 anchor, 1 core allocation engine, 1 secondary allocation engine, 3 platforms, 3 roles, no overlap. The full breakdown, exact money flow, the rebalance cadence between the 2 engines, the specific risks of pairing 2 robo-advisors, and the system map showing where this layout sits inside the larger Obsidian Metrics framework is inside the free Skool community. Link is in the description. You do not need to pay anything to see the framework itself. The full classroom module is gated to premium, but the framework and the system map are open to free members. If this way of thinking about platforms by function, instead of by brand, is useful to you, that is what the community is built around. Door is open, no pressure either way.